Congratulations. Good stuff.
We've got a situation now where there's no question that there's a wave of infection coming across Eastern Europe, Central Europe. You're seeing numbers rise in Germany now very steeply. And I am concerned about the disease, the Delta variant being passed between those who've been vaccinated, indeed those who've been double vaccinated. And it is absolutely vital, if we're going to be able to continue in the way that we are, that people get their boosters when they get called forward and get asked to take them. And I really urge people, get your boosters when you get called forward. It's going to be absolutely vital in the coming few months, particularly when we look at what's happening in so many other parts of Europe right now. What I'm saying is that I'm seeing the storm clouds gathering over parts of the European continent, and I've got to be absolutely frank with people. And we've been here before, and we remember what happens when a wave starts rolling in. The UK has built in a huge amount of protection thanks to the vaccine rollout and people's amazing willingness to come forward and get jabbed. What I'm saying today is that the urgency of getting that booster jab is more evident than ever. We've got some encouraging numbers in the sense that they've been drifting down for a while, but it's not clear that drift is going to continue. I'm looking at what's happening overseas, and I'm simply saying to the British people who've been absolutely brilliant in getting vaccinated in the past, this is the moment to get your booster. And what everybody needs to do now is recognise that we really are in the final furlong. And it's in the final furlong where the horses change places. And what needs to happen now is people need to understand that the deal that's on the table, the so-called cover decision, that is the text. And we either find a way of agreeing it, or I'm afraid we risk blowing it. And that's the reality. We can still achieve at COP in Glasgow is keep alive that prospect. We'll have to come back. People will have to make further commitments. But what I'm saying to world leaders in all my conversations is this is the moment. Tell your negotiating team how important this is. Tell them to have the conviction and the courage to come together and agree that cover decision, because people are watching this around the world. It's a moment of massive choice for the world.
And how far are you?
No, we're dealing with it in the most effective possible way, which is working with we have a problem, which is that they're coming from France. And in the end, if the French authorities will not or cannot control those departures, it's very difficult for us to turn them back at sea. We want to do that. We want to do that in a safe and a humane way, but it's very difficult. We're working all the time with our French colleagues. The whole of Europe faces a migration crisis, as you can see with what's happening in Belarus and elsewhere. But we need to focus on those French beaches. And what I would say to our French friends is, if you close off the door to the corridor at the far end, then people won't come into the corridor at the other end. Do you see what I mean? We need to close down that movement from the French beaches to the UK if you want to stop people coming into France to come to the UK.